outside of doing some of those, gun videos, I also like to archery hunt too. So I figured I'd show you some of my collection that accumulated over the years. I do compound bow and crossbow. I like either one. So I like to get dual purpose broadheads, and I'm more of a fixed rather than mechanical broadhead. If you don't know the difference to that, the fixed basically is just there's one piece. It operates it's just one solid piece. Whereas with the mechanical, this is the one I like, SEVR. You can use it in a crossbow or a regular bow. But what happens is when it impacts, the blades snap this little O-ring that's holding these in place. These things basically put the pressure on these to snap that. They open up, and then these blades pop out. So yeah, so that's how that operates. And then I've taken a deer with that. They do a good job too. But there's a lot of moving parts in that. So personally, choose I would choose a fixed blade over that. Especially with tougher animals. But I have taken a deer with that with a crossbow, and it does work. So there's that. And this one's tough. I've seen tests on these done, even in steel and concrete blocks, and they're pretty durable. So if you're going to go with one, that one's a good option. I've actually done, like I've said, I've taken one with a crossbow with this, and I recovered the broadhead and arrow. I just resharpened the blades, put another O-ring on it, and used it again. So that's a good option for that. But now on to these other ones that I have. This is a QAD Exodus. I forget what grain this is. They're all about 100 to like 150. This is a what, 3 blade. This is a tried and true one. Very good option. I think it's crossbow too. You could use it for crossbow or regular, but pretty good option. I mean it's tough. Good flight, you know, razor sharp. I think you can replace the blades or just resharpen them. These are basically razor blades that tuck in there. You can tell there's a way to. I think you just unscrew something and it'll come apart. You can essentially just order the blades. Uh, and put brand new blades back in it. But it's actually pretty durable too. So most likely, if you take a deer, you just resharpen the blades and you're good to go. But worst case scenario, you can just reorder new blades if you have to and put them back in there. So that's the QAD Exodus. Very good option. I like this Magnus Black Hornet serrator because I like the serrated part of it. I mean, it's durable. It's gonna stand up to, you know, whatever it needs to get through. Sharp. It's just all one piece there, except for the bleeders. I think might. Let's see. Those might be replaceable, but really good. Magnus has got a really good, see, lifetime guarantee replacement. And I think it's pretty much like no hassle too. Anything happens with this, you can send it back. They'll send you a replacement. But very solid option, made in America. Shows down here, approved for all of them, crossbow, compound, or longbow. So I love those multi-purpose ones. You know, like I said, crossbow, crossbow. If it's good for a crossbow, it's going to be good for the rest of them too, because the crossbow goes a lot faster. So I like to go for those multi-purpose ones. Another Magnus, just another serrated one. This is the Stinger Buzz Cut, 100 grain. Another serrated, just a little bit different design, but I mean, you can tell that's razor sharp, and it's going to be a good option. So, and again, you know, floor blade, stainless steel, replaceable main blade, lifetime guarantee. So, excellent option. You got one here. It's a tooth of the arrow, 2-inch total cut. This is a little bit smaller. Well, it's 150 grains, but it's a little bit smaller, different design type deal. This one has 4 blades. This is just one solid piece of steel, and you can, like you can resharpen, after a shot and stuff. Trying to get that in focus, but yeah, it's gonna be sharp. It's gonna be sharp, and it's tough. Let's see, heat treated for toughness and strength, 100% true single piece, and USA made, so it's tough. Handle with care, extremely sharp. It's just a solid, tough option. And I'm pretty sure that's rated for compound bows as well. Let's look at the back and see if it says that. Yep, crossbow compatible. If I have it, it's probably definitely crossbow compatible, because I have a crossbow and I like to get the most bang for my money. So I want to be able to do everything with it. So just another option, right? Here's one I got a long time ago. I think Grizzly Stick is the maker of this one. But just again, one solid piece of steel. Don't remember what kind of steel that is, but as you can tell, I mean, it's pretty thick and sharp. And you can sharpen it. I like that. You want these to be razor sharp, you know? So another solid option there. I don't know how much that weighs, but it's pretty heavy. Here's a different kind of one. This is an iron will, and this is called a single bevel. So if you can see, it's just got that single bevel. You see how this doesn't have doesn't have an edge. It's just got one single bevel instead of having two bevels. Let's see if I can get that in there. And these are razor sharp. Now these are more expensive, but good quality steel. And you can tell it's been used. They're tried and true. There's people have done a lot of tests on these. In fact, I think the one who designed these is some type of like really smart engineer type guy. So there's a lot of big time testing that went into this one. They're expensive, but very good. So that's a single bevel iron will. Very good option there. And then another iron will one. This is a wide and double bevel. You see it's got the bevel on each side. Just the difference is this one's a lot wider. So if you can see those compared, wider and different design. They'll both do an amazing job, but both very kind of expensive, but again, higher quality steel and hopefully last a lifetime. There's tests out there again on these with against like steel, against different materials, and they hold up very well. You say, "Oh, I'm not shooting steel." Well, you are shooting that. It could pass through and go into a rock, tree, who knows what. You want it to be able to hold up. That's why they do those tests. It shows the durability. If you're paying, $100 for 3 of these, you want them to be pretty durable. So, just another option. Just wanted to show you my little collection of broadheads there. Um, when I get a few bucks, I'll buy another set and test them out. But I do love to crossbow and compound bow hunt, and these are both crossbow certified as well. So that's my little collection that I have, and all are a really good option there. Thanks for watching.